What is going on YouTube? Kronos here, and I can't really say welcome back to the PSO2 video because, as you can see, this isn't PSO2. We're playing Tower of Fantasy, actually. Now, the time this video goes live, the game should already be out, more than likely. Just want to give you guys an idea of what I'll be doing when it comes to Tower of Fantasy on the channel. And I'm pretty proud of my character presets, so I wanted to show it to you guys too, in case you're someone who only watches the YouTube channel and doesn't get over to the Twitch streams. Few things I wanted to talk about here, kind of the future of what we'll be doing with the channel itself. I know there have always been people that have come in and said things along the lines of, you have to diversify content, you've got to play more than PSO2, so on and so forth. And the reality is, most of them are right. Absolutely. But it's not that simple. It never really is that simple, and most content creators don't really talk about it all that much, unless you catch them on their Twitch streams when they just kind of catch a bit of a rant. The reality is that whenever you diversify from what you normally do, there's a portion of your viewership that kind of goes with it. There are people that only watch this channel primarily for PSO2 content, and while I appreciate that and I respect watching the content you want to watch, it does tend to hurt you just a little bit. And it's something that realistically you have to come to terms with. Which, to be honest, it's totally fine. It's not anything that's the end of the world. Everyone's got to go through it. Some get luckier than others depending upon what they decide to cover. So it's just one of those things. Just gonna let you guys know that we are going to be playing Tower Fantasy. You'll probably see some videos pop up on the channel about it. I know they're not going to do as well as PSO2 content, but we're still going to do them regardless. Now, I don't know anything about Tower Fantasy. I'm going in mostly blind. I know kind of how the game works to an extent. I know enough information to tell if I want to play the game or not. And yeah, this character creator, man, pretty good. It is pretty good. You guys can see I've already done my preset of my character that I'll be running. I'm gonna adjust him just a bit. I think I don't like his face completely yet. A little longer than I like. His face is a little softer than I'd like to. I think I'm gonna adjust him just a tad and go from there. But honestly, some of the character creation stuff is kind of insane. Like, one that really caught my eye was the fact that you can kind of mix and match front and back hairstyles. Like, if you're someone who really likes, let's say, the longer hairstyle, for example, I'm gonna mess up my own hairstyle with this, but like, say you like this, but you're not a fan of it going all the way down the back of your neck, right? And go over to custom, take the same front, pop the back, and then go with a shorter one like I did here, where it shows the back of your neck, but you still get the longer front, which is kind of cool. Doesn't look like there's anything on the middle for hairstyles, at least as of yet. I was told there are more cosmetics and things like that in this game you can unlock as you go on. One thing to note is that this does slide. It is also a mobile game, so things like click and drag is going to be a thing that you'll see in a lot of the interface. But if you're playing on PC, of course, you can use your scroll wheel. That works perfectly fine. If you're going through the custom or the character creator, just know that these are not the only dyes you can use. If you click on custom, you can actually go through all of these as well. If we're going to go back and let's say fix my preset on hair. There we go. To go. All right, cool. It's actually kind of cool. The white, if you make it fully bright, actually starts glowing. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I'd say the only gripe I have with any of this at the moment as far as the creator goes, and I've gotten kind of off track with the original video was, but the only gripe I have so far is my eyes, man. No matter what I do, like the whites of my eyes when they're black look fine. When they're white, they look a little tingy red. Almost like they're reflecting off of the reds of my eyes. Now I've tried, doing something like changing this here. Actually, I might leave that just like that. But even changing this, go back and changing this too, it still stays that tingy reddish brownish color, which I'm not a huge fan of. Sure. Yeah, there we go. So not a huge fan of that. That and wish I could have more than one face marking. I like the Band-Aid a lot, but I also like, this looks kind of like a bandage patch. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Looks like a bandage patch. I think it looks kind of cool. So I am a fan of that as well. Anyway, just want to have this informal little video with you guys, show you the character I made. I'm going to post this on Twitter as well, in case you guys are curious. We're playing on the Glade server. That's actually where we're going to be trying to play. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I also don't know the limitations of servers, if like you can do anything cross server, if it's only limited to people on your server. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything like instance related is cross server across the entire region, and then anything like open world is server related, because that would be, in my opinion, for the absolute best case scenario. Anything that is all bound to servers with so many servers is just not a fun time, in my opinion, especially in a game that's already going to be a gacha, because yes, this does have gacha mechanics, things to keep in mind, though there are extremely lenient actually comparatively to most gachas I have played. This does have gacha mechanics, so it is something that if you are against that, that's totally understandable. Gachas aren't exactly the best thing in the world. So I get where people are coming from when they say they stay away from this type of games. But from what I have seen, this has been pretty lenient overall. And there's something about having access to your own character in games like this, for me, at least personally, that makes playing a gacha not nearly as bad. Especially when you can play a character that you actually have created yourself and that you like. My biggest issue with a lot of gachas is like rolling for characters. If you don't get the character that you like or that you think looks cool or you like the fashion of, it just makes playing the game a little bit worse, at least for me personally. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to toss it in the comments below. Like I said, we're playing on the Glades. I'll be doing my best to understand the game. We'll make some videos about it. We'll have some fun, and hopefully I'll see you guys there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like if you enjoyed the video. That's a big thing you can do if you want to help support. This is going to screw with the algorithm when it comes to YouTube, and there's nothing we can really do about it. It's totally fine. I'm not upset about it. It's something that you just kind of accept as a creator, and I'm not really concerned. If you want to help out, we have tons of ways people help out monetarily, so don't really worry about that. Liking the video is completely free. Subscribing if you want to actually keep up with other content, again, completely free. Helps out a ton. Anyway, guys, take care. Peace out.